So the biggest bull run in history is ahead of us, and while I still think there might be some downside ahead, I still think we get the bull run like we always had. So I guess you clicked on the video because you're in the space and you have a problem. You want to explain cryptocurrency to one of your friends or your loved ones, and you fail miserably at it. I had the same problem, and I think I can break it down to the 3 biggest problems I ran into and how to solve them. So let's get into it. Okay, you might be in your shitcoin days. It means you have a lot of strange animals in your portfolio, and while some of them might have made some gains, I guess the most of it is just sitting in your bag with no value at all. So imagine you go to your friends and you tell them about this incredible duck token you have bought. They will think you're crazy, they will think you're a lunatic, they will think you're a gambler and you're not better than anyone playing lottery. They're right with it. You are in your Bitcoin puberty. And if you want to explain the space as it is to someone, you have to explain it from the beginning. So there's only one option, you have to explain Bitcoin to them. Imagine your friend only knows 3 assets. He knows stocks, he knows real estate, and he knows maybe precious metals. And now you come along and you tell him about a strange duck token or some dog or cat. He will think you're crazy. So just start with Bitcoin. It's that easy. If you can't explain Bitcoin to him like he was 8 years old, you're not savvy enough. You have to do more research. If you want to explain classical music to someone, you won't start with Schönberg or Webern. You will start with Mozart or Chopin. Number 2 is you have to solve the problems. And what problems do most people have right now in our times? Well, of course, it's inflation. So explain them what inflation actually is. Explain them what money printing is, explain to them what fiat currency is, explain to them what a central bank is, what 2008 happened and the Cantillon effect and how gold is manipulated. So they have to understand everything in the financial world is tweaked, doctored around and manipulated, and nobody knows even where the money is. Blockchain solves this problem. Everyone knows where the Bitcoin are and where they went. And if they don't trust, they can verify. Everyone can run a node. It's absolutely no problem. The Bitcoin network is open and it's open to everyone. A prominent example I always mention when I explain it to other people are the trucker protests in Canada. So in short, the truckers didn't want to get vaccinated and so they started a protest, and Trudeau just froze all their assets. They didn't have access to their money anymore. It's infuriating and Bitcoin solves this. Another example would be Putin. So he started a war in Ukraine. So of course there's a history before that, but we don't want to get into that. What's the problem is every foreign asset from Russia was frozen. Putin and the Russians couldn't use the SWIFT system anymore. So it's not democratic. It's not an open network. Somebody has access to it and can lock you out if he wants to. This is just not fair. Big fish run the place and Bitcoin is a way out. So number 3 is nothing else but a story I experienced myself. It was a friend and I tried to explain Bitcoin to him. I started to explain inflation, the manipulation and everything about it. And he just wouldn't understand. So what's better? Why is Bitcoin better? He asked. The problem was I explained only trees and I forgot the forest. He pretty much understood everything I explained to him. He understood inflation, he understood the injustice of the money system, but then finally he asked one question. And this question was, well, central banks print money out of thin air, but the miners also mine the Bitcoin out of thin air. Am I right? And then, oh God, I forgot to mention the 21 million. I forgot to mention the scarcity of Bitcoin. The most important thing about it, this scarcity. So after that I mentioned 21 million about 10 times, I guess, and he immediately understood. So just keep in mind the scarcity argument of Bitcoin is the numero uno. You can't print more Bitcoin. So every 10 minutes there's a block reward when a block is mined, and there is only 21 million Bitcoin until eternity. So I hope you liked the video and it helped you a bit. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you in the next one. Bye!